Intuition. Is that a scary word? Intuition. What exactly is it? Intuition. An instinctual feeling? A gut feeling? Something you can't really explain except to say that something inside you is trying to get a message to you? An unexplainable feeling that comes over you? Have you had a time in your life where you were in a certain situation and you were being pulled in a certain direction, almost nagging you to do or not do something? You had every intention to do it, but when it came time, you couldn't explain it, but your gut was telling you, don't get in that car, or wake up, or don't walk over there, or telling you, don't send that text message. I have many times, and after starting to actually listen to it more, I started to realize that my intuition had some good ideas and some good advice. Maybe I should listen to you more often. So how do I fine-tune my intuition? Because if I could hear it more and understand its guidance better, maybe I would be more likely to actually listen to my gut instincts, which may make my life a bit easier and better. Well, I wasn't born with a strong connection to my intuition, but I also wasn't born an artist or photographer. I had to take classes, and I had to practice. When it comes to most everything in life, we go to school for many, many years being taught by others who have done, their fair share of schooling and practice in order to teach it. Every profession has some sort of schooling or teaching. Most of us are not born geniuses in our craft. We have to practice, 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 and practice some more. And because everything is constantly evolving, even after we think we have mastered our craft, there is still more to learn as we get older. But intuition, no one has really taught about it. That gut instinct is a math book never opened. And then we wonder why sometimes our instincts are off, or maybe even completely non-existent. But if you were never taught how to read, you're never given a book, how can someone expect you to know how to decipher words? Our intuition is a tool to help guide us in life, when it is understood, that is. So how can I learn to hear it better and in turn understand its guidance? Where does this guidance come from anyways? Well, that is for you to decide. What are your beliefs? Maybe it's guidance from a god, goddess, the earth, nature, the universe. Maybe you don't know, except to say it's something that knows more than you, which is totally fine. We all have our different tools to talk to the unknown, but one way to fine-tune our intuition so that we hear our guidance more clearly is through tarot cards. Did she just say the T word? She is going to. Now wait a minute before you decide to tighten that noose and crown yourself my judge and jury. At least give me a minute to explain my side of things. There are always two sides to a story, and maybe even sometimes more. In the end, you still have the complete ability to believe whatever you choose, make whatever choices you want, and walk whatever path you tell your feet to take. Remember, knowledge doesn't make your choices for you, but it can show you new things you've never seen before. This is my perspective on tarot cards. Many have different views about them, and that is perfectly fine. I too once wasn't 100% sure about them. I grew up in a certain way where it was taught to me that tarot cards are bad. Don't ask questions, they're just bad. But I am a curious species and was given the gift of thought, the ability to ask questions, analyze, and process information. And that I did. I would not settle for the run-of-the-mill answers. I wanted something that truly added up in my mind. For all the times I was told tarot cards were bad, I had never seen any proof of its terrible acts. No one died after getting a tarot reading that I knew of. People never physically turned evil and started doing heinous things after reading tarot cards. The world has never ceased to exist because of them. And as a matter of fact, out of all the people I have known, the ones that did harm in my life, there were no tarot cards to be found. But those I knew that had tarot cards were people I was friends with, people I respected, people who cared for those around them. And although none of us are perfect, tarot cards never turned us into terrible people. So my perspective on tarot cards, based on my personal experiences, are that they are a tool, like a lot of things in this world, to help me if I so need it. Do I believe they foretell the future? Well, that is up to how you decide to interpret the cards and what your intention is, or what it is you are seeking when you look to tarot cards. Maybe it gives guidance on a specific situation happening in life right now. Maybe they highlight a certain area of yourself that needs to be looked at more in order to get past a block. Or maybe they're showing where a path may lead if it's continued to be traveled. But nothing is permanent. There are always forks in the road with different paths to choose from. And any one of those paths and choices I make could change that future to something different. Then what is the point to tarot cards? Well, there are times in life I just need to ask a question to the universe. For others, maybe you ask questions to a god, goddess, or something larger than yourself, much like saying a prayer. In prayer, questions are asked, help is asked for, guidance is asked for. The same is done in tarot cards. In prayer, I'm asking a question into the unknown and wondering if I will get an answer back or a sign. And maybe if I was 100% in tune with my intuition, I would not need a tool to not only point out where that answer is, but to also interpret it. Please, God, what should I do about my career? An acorn falls from the tree and hits her on the head. Ouch! Ugh. Was that a sign? Oh, God, was that acorn falling from the sky my answer? Oh my gosh. Wait, if it is, what the heck does an acorn mean? Oh, this is so frustrating. Don't you have a cell phone already? It is the 21st century. I'm just saying. It's hard to pick up on those answers when my connection to my intuition needs to grow and to be fine-tuned. Because what if our intuition is what deciphers the universe's language? Our intuition is our translator. If we had never used our intuition, much like a child picking up his first instrument, it needs practice to become fluent in it. So I look to a tool, tarot cards, to not only help me better understand the answers to my questions to the universe, but to also make my intuition stronger, so I am more likely to translate the answers I am being given more accurately. And in turn, maybe I can get a little peace of mind in my moment of unease. Or maybe a certain card shows me a different view of my path in order to help me to evolve in a more positive way. To see something just a little bit differently. But in the end, I still have the choice to choose any path I want. I use tarot cards for good. With astrology affirmations, I use the tarot cards to inspire a positive affirmation to say to oneself. I am giving someone something positive in order to help them create more happiness in their lives. So why are they bad? Because someone or something told you they were? But why? Because some people have misused them for bad? What in this world have humans not misused for bad? That doesn't make the object bad. But the question I had to really ask myself is, what bad things could be directly related to tarot cards or tarot readings in my own life and in my own experiences? It's easy to believe something I've been told my whole life by the people closest to me. But if what I see and experience is different than what I'm being told, I have to ask why. Do they know why? Do they know why they believe the things they do? Or is it just generations of judging something and passing it on to the next? We hate, dislike, or judge things, but can we really explain why we do? Have we taken something on or some opinion on as our own because that is what we were told to do, or because we have personal experience on the matter? This is what has been told down to me for generations, so it must be true. But is it? Tarot cards. Like them, don't like them. That is your right, your fork in the road. But just don't forget that we have a beautiful gift, our minds, our intuition. Don't forget it's okay to ask questions. If something doesn't make sense, it's okay to ask why. It's okay to not take a side until we truly understand the real reason we do or think the things we do. It's okay to rethink the things that have time on their sides, because time does not always equal truth. And maybe it's time for me to practice tapping into my intuition, because if I can understand it better, Maybe it will lead to a happier life not only for myself, but for those around me. Whether it's a canoe, motorboat, or helicopter, it's not the tool that's used, but the end result that matters. Now on to this month's astrology affirmations. Aquarius, Four of Swords. Rest, transform, heal. Your affirmation is, I am resting and healing. Pisces, Ten of Pentacles. Abundance, prosperity, love. Your affirmation is, I am successful and happy. Aries, Knight of Wands. Letting go and being free. Your affirmation is, I am a free spirit who is manifesting my dreams. Taurus, King of Wands. Focused, determined, nothing shall stop me. Your affirmation is, I know who I am and I know who I want to be. Gemini, Strength. Stronger than you realize, kindred spirit, big heart. Your affirmation is, I am calm and possess great strength. Cancer, the Wheel. Rising to my full potential. Your affirmation is, I can see and am open to all positive change. Leo, the Hierophant. Open, enjoying life intuitively. Your affirmation is, I am in tune with who I really am and I am happy. Virgo, Five of Wands. Balance, reaching, determined. Your affirmation is, I will surpass my limitations. Libra, the Fool. Free falling into your own. Your affirmation is, the universe is supporting me so that I can follow my passions. Scorpio, Page of Cups. Connection, intrigue, the impossible is possible. Your affirmation is, I let go of control and let positive things flow into my life. Sagittarius, Two of Pentacles. Unsure where to go, what to think, what to do. Your affirmation is, every aspect of myself and my life is balanced for my highest good. Capricorn, Nine of Pentacles. Observing, compassion, nature. Your affirmation is, I am achieving my goals and creating abundance. The deck I used today was the Light Seer's Tarot by Chris Ann. Make today a wonderful day.